Yeah, and I thought it was, you were talking about the, preparing, for the road games. Obviously, we're 1-7 in road games right now. You defeat Tennessee at home. Obviously, you have a pretty it was a bad loss to Kentucky away on the road, but then you rebound in the Vanderbilt game. Take us through maybe after the Kentucky game. Was there anything said in the locker room between the coaches, maybe some of the players? What was that like?
Yeah, man, I think all the guys were just super bummed out. We know that we didn't play well, and as players, you're going into a game, you're feeling very prepared, and I just don't think that we brought enough energy, and I don't think it was contagious enough for all the players. And it was just one of those days, man. Like I feel like as an athlete, you just harp on being perfect every single day, but reality is you're not going to be perfect every day. And I think it was just one of those days for us. But there were some things that we could definitely fix and that are fixable for us. So, that part you can look at and be like, oh, that's a light for us because then we can go into practice next week and fix it and move on from it. But yeah, man, I mean, as competitors, we were just all bummed out.
I think to compliment too, it's just, I mean, playing playing Florida football is not easy. I'm sure you've kind of just seen the noise, and but that's what makes it great. All at the same time, we had Tyreek Sapp, that was why he said he became a Gator, just because. Look, when you're a champion, and when you lose, it's just like you don't want to show your go outside because it's brutal. But that's what makes it again exciting. But I feel like the team has done a phenomenal job of sticking together and working through, and again focusing on the light. And I think that speaks again volume to the leadership and to just this team in general. Do you feel that's kind of a different vibe than things were flowing last year, and that's grown over the 2 years that this team's been together, at least under Billy and Co.
Oh, for sure. I think it's night and day from last year, to be honest. Especially in the locker room, I think everybody's developed way more deeper personal relationships. Even with myself, from coming in last summer, not really knowing any of the guys, so
Sure.
getting to know them more. And then obviously we had different phases that we did with Coach Napier that allowed us to build those deeper relationships and get to know each other better. And then obviously, just building history with each other out there on the football field and gaining trust for me as a receiver with the quarterbacks. And yeah, so I definitely think it's a big difference for sure, culture wise.
I love that. And a quick question from the old beast, $10 super chat. He says, Ricky, what's your favorite cheese? Just to kind of spice it up a little
About my
bit.
favorite cheese. I don't know my favorite cheese, bro. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite cheese is. I'm not picky. I'm
Fair
not
enough.
picky.
I was
Fair.
about to say that
I know
that's
why
like
he's
my
asking that question though, so it's funny. It's funny.
Why is he asking it?
Because I just posted this video, NIL video. I don't know if you guys seen it with Farm Rich. It was like the mozzarella sticks. But like I was like I was in the yeah, in the video I was like, oh, that's so cheesy. So I know why he's asking that question.
oh my
That's
So
god.
he's
gold.
trying to,
That's
yeah,
gold. I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah. So he's trying to troll me. He's trying to troll me.
Man,
Yeah,
you're getting it from all angles. You got the Jordan intro, now the cheese in the comments. It's
Yeah,
great, man.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
I I just said I gotta check that out, man. I didn't know it was that cheesy.
Yeah, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I
yeah,
love it.
there's a lot of young people are playing this year, which I think is, you're obviously when you're a freshman, you're gonna make freshman mistakes, and they're gonna happen. What I think is a really good omen for you guys, especially as a team, is to have these young players on this team. I mean, it's a lot of pressure coming in here as a freshman playing college ball in front of a huge crowd, and you guys, for the most part, have been able to keep it together in the locker room. And like you were talking about the Kentucky game, how you guys bounced back against Vanderbilt. Now you're going on the road to South Carolina. Have you seen any just kind of freshmen try to step up, speak up, say something, or even just like even ask some of the older guys like you and maybe Sap or some of those guys?
Oh yeah, man. I think the young guys have done a tremendous job of stepping up. What I've been impressed with most is just their poise, being out there. Because young guys sometimes get out there and like the lights are bright, but I haven't really seen that. Guys like TJ, he's actually more vocal than I thought he was. He'll come up to me and talk to me a little bit about before the game, but he's been super impressive to me. He was making plays in practice today where I was just actually talking about him. So, and then you got Jakeem. He's super mature too as well. He's very patient at the line, which you don't really see in young corners like that. And then obviously on the offensive side of the ball, we can talk about Trey again. The lights are definitely not bright for him. He looks super comfortable out there. So, I've been impressed with guys like that.
Talk a little bit about
And then I
Graham
can't
Mertz.
forget
Oh,
Castell
go
as
ahead.
well. Actually, Castell, I can't skip him. I gotta bring him up too.
Yeah,
He's a ball player, man.
yeah.
He's really good. I'm super
He
happy for him.
he has been very impressive for coming in as an incoming freshman and doing what he's done. That he's been the probably to me, if you go with young guys and freshmen, he's been the most impressive in the defense right now.
Oh, for sure. I had to make sure I brought that back up. Almost forgot, but I can't forget my dog. Nah, he's been super impressive for sure. And then even in practice and one on ones, he's always come up to me. He's like, "Hey, you up? You up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm up." And he's like, "All right, let me go." So like he's already got that mentality. So it's gonna take him a long ways for sure.